Okay. Okay. Hi. Hello. We're going to finish disc 1 today. A little bit of a late start, but I figure we're probably going to make it just fine. Exciting music. We have our party. That door doesn't go anywhere. These doors don't go anywhere. This one does. Is this just back into the room with everyone else? Yes. Well, where everyone else was. Fight time. Apparently there's random encounters in these hallways. God, I hate these things. Oh, he's got his sword now. And look, all of his attacks look different. No real doors. There's a real door. It's like 2 rooms away. Might as well save. I need to bring up the map for this. Don't know where I am. better idea of where I am. This is the way I'm supposed to be heading. And we managed to pick up all of the items on the way. Okay, wind is apparently the better option. Okay. These rooms. Ah. Grunts. I gotta show off all of Saiten's sword moves. Oh. Hey, look, everybody's here again. All right. Who's ready to put an end to Disc 1? I hope the answer is everyone, because that's where we're going. Stop. Hammer. I'm asking Miss Ellie to return with me. What are you doing, Hammer? Don't move. I'm serious. Don't be silly. What happened, Hammer? I promised to a man named Krellium. He won't change it if Miss Ellie is returned. Hammer, damn you. I really don't want to do this to Miss Ellie either. Really, I like her very much, but I have no other choice because I'm no good. I don't have the strength like Bro or the smarts like the Doc. I know everyone thinks of me as some annoying handyman who talks too much. I know that. No, we don't, Hammer. I'm different from you all. I'm not special like you. A normal guy like me has no choice but to do this. Don't move! Stop! Stop! I won't stop, ever. My child is in danger. And I'm her mother. Yeah... I was born and raised in a normal family. I'm not a soldier like my husband and daughter. I never touched a gun before, much less have one pointed at me. That's why I'm shaking, but I can't stop it. I'm a normal mother. It's the things I must protect. Ellie, slowly come here. Don't worry. I'll protect you no matter what. Mother? Ellie, come here. It's all right. No! Don't move! No! No! It's all right, Ellie. Okay. No! Don't go! No! No! Don't go! Don't! Mother? Hey, Billy! As the guy with a gun, could you shoot him, please? Yeah. Mother? Oh no, she dead. Mother. 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 Hey, so who had Hammer Betrays Us on their cards? Oh, look who it is. Leave the girl here. Graph. Damn, at a time like this. Hammer, how could he? He has an inferiority complex. Everybody get ready. We're gonna do it with this team. My most advanced team level-wise. Alright. So, real quick. It's either... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Arcane. Renke. Attack. Let's just do... Blocks ether effects. Graph? Wow, he's just hammering on Titan. Anyway, Senke. Hammer's betrayal, not a shock. Murder of Ellie's mom was. Oh no. Laser blasts at Faye this time? Okay. Combo time. Get her. Oh, not quite enough, huh? Oh no, it was enough. Okay, well, time to combo the crap out of Graph. Get him. You're gonna do a whole 90 points of damage again? I thought you were the hand of destruction or some nonsense, my dude. 48 points of damage, excuse me. Let's... Get him. Ellie. Oh, is that it? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Level ups for everybody. 1 point of defense. That's all you got for me, Faye? You've gotten better. However, Executioner. Oh. I'll take care of this. Everyone escape now. Father! You both dote on your child. Yeah! Ellie! Go now! No matter what happens, believe in yourself and go on. We'll be happy to help any way we can. That's the least I can do to make it up to you. Ellie, you're Medina's daughter, my daughter, no matter what, so... Well, Ellie's parents both just died. Father! Oh, have I overdone it? You had no time to say goodbye, but don't worry. I'll let you meet again on the other side. How could you do that to my father? To have that much ether control in a non-awakened state. Impressive. However... everybody cries. Except for Faye? Ellie, everyone. Alright, everybody. Here we go. Just keep sleeping. Sir, the gear's moving by itself in the hangar. What? More details. Cut scene. Cut scene. Oh yeah, this looks familiar, don't it? So... Come on, come on, come on, you devil! I'll be sure to kill you this time. Mark's bingo card. But what square? That's it, that's it. He came all this way just to be killed. No, he's ignoring you, Ramses. There he was. Yes, it's clear. It's nothing like the half-assed stuff we've dealt with before. Weltall is also red. Hi, Miang. I don't think he'll get off the stage easily this time. Faye's mental energy seems to have been weakened, and it's similar to the old days now. Haha. What's so amusing? His feelings haven't changed over the years. Maybe you have mixed feelings? Don't be stupid. By the way, what about Ramses? You want him to bring her back? Too late. Car is left already. I really want to say it's a waste of time, but I guess it's alright. He probably made it easier to control it. Nevertheless. What? Dogs. How can you continue to fight without a chance of winning? It's better to be an orphan in fiction? Alright, I want you to, like, really think about that. And how, no, it's not. Isn't that what you want? Though I induced you to feel that way. But we're almost there. Our only actual example of success. Let's take good care of him. What her true intentions are, I don't even know. We're going. This place will soon be gone. I agree. We should do Carr a favor and save him. Shouldn't we? Ellie, are you okay? Ellie? Ellie, have you come to your senses yet? Titan? Maria? Yeah, we were saved and we were thrown out into the sky. The rest of my crew were already picked up and they're in the Yggdrasil right now. Oh. Faye, what about Faye? Is he on the Yggdrasil too? Solaris, that red gear? What is going on, Titan? What's happened to Faye? Calm down, Ellie. Faye is alright. So he's already in the Yggdrasil, right, Maria? Calm down, Ellie. Listen, Faye is riding in that gear. That gear is actually Weltall in its true form after transformation. What? Another Faye within him has awakened. Faye and id are the same person. You're kidding. I don't believe that. I'm not lying. We saw it with our own eyes. The very sight of him turning into id. Yeah. Stop! Stop! Ah! So badass. Just transforms, gear crashes through Skybridge. Like, yo, I'm here, boss. Faye is it. Don't be ridiculous. Cutscene. He's gonna destroy Solaris all on his own. He never needed your help. A whole bunch of people gonna die. Quick, take cover. The Solarian-based energy descending from the upper atmosphere is equivalent to a reactive weapon. Because she was already passed out. She was the first one that Miang, the executioner, targeted. When she started revealing her ether control. We're gonna get caught up in it. You can still get moving. So yeah, all those people died. Probably. We made it. Somehow. Did you? What the? It's that red gear. It's coming this way. Hey, damn. We're spotted. Thank you, Ellie. Ellie? What? Huh? Sighton, what now? What should we do? Huh? What? You're asking me what to do? There's someone on the deck. It's Ellie? What? No, Ellie, return immediately. I'm going to do this, so please allow me to do it. It's too dangerous. I know. But it's just like when Faye put his life on the line to save me. It's my turn to save Faye. As long as it helps him, I don't care what happens to me. Ellie? Fight! 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 Is this how we lose the Yggdrasil 3? Faye? You've come to die, eh? Yes. If that's what will satisfy you, then kill me. Now. Good girl. Now die. Huh? Let go. Faye, I won't ever let go. Faye, please return to the real Faye. What? Our girl Ellie's smart. Oh, what was that? That was weird. Faye, please. This woman. I knew it. Hi, Faye. Oh, Lee. Damn it. He's awake again. So anyway, who has questions? I am sorry. I did not want to say anything until I was sure. I was on a secret mission by orders of Emperor Cain to monitor Faye. He ordered me to determine whether Faye would be a threat to the world or not. The contact, that is what the Emperor calls Faye. Ellie's right there. She's fine. She's fine. This is your conclusion? Yes, Your Majesty. This is the answer that I chose myself. Anon, it'll be... You think you can do it? Yes. Humans have the potential. Managers are no longer needed. The contact is not our enemy. Yes, as you say, Your Majesty. If Faye is... then I leave it up to you. I atone for my crime by doing so. Id, what the fuck is your problem? Anonalbal. B. The long-awaited man of God who will take the people born in this world with him to a new horizon. Such is the destiny of the contact. That is what the Emperor called Faye. He did not tell me why he called Faye that, though. Who the heck is he, then? He is Faye, but he is also the one who destroyed Elru, caused Kar serious injury, sank the Yggdrasil, killed Rico's subordinates and Kislev. Need I continue further? He is... Id. What did you say? Id? What do you mean? Faye, that is, has dissociative identity disorder, also known more commonly as multiple personalities. Dissociative identity disorder or multiple personalities is a mental disorder where one person has multiple personalities. That can't be real. Oh, it's very real. Faye is living proof of it. I've been watching over Faye, who is a destroyer personality within him named Id. What do you mean you're out? You can't be out. You're not allowed to be out yet. In the beginning, he was stable. His dissociation did not occur at all while he lived in Lahan for those 3 years. But then, after Lahan was attacked, things changed. Little by little, the number of incidences of his dissociation and their length began to increase. And then at Solaris, a complete manifestation of it occurred. What brought it about? He was fine when he was in Lahan, right? My guess is that the appearance of Graf affected Faye somehow. You probably know that Faye worked with Graf as the assassin Id before he was brought to live in Lahan. It was then that Elru, the homeland of Dominia, was utterly obliterated. Graf was intentionally provoking the manifestation of Id within, for want of a better word, Faye. For what purpose? To destroy God. That is what Graf is saying. That's all I know. Although there might be more to it, but one thing is certain. Graf was encouraging the manifestation of Id, but did not have adequate control over him. In other words, it was too much for him to handle? Yes. You said that's all you know, although there might be more to it. What did you mean? I shall go on to explain that now. Actually, that is the most important point. There is nothing you can do. You understand well, just as I expected, Citan. Or was it Doc? I've been wanting to meet you, Id. I wanted to talk with you. I guess it's all due to this machine, which cuts the nerve connections. Anyway, what is Faye doing as of now? Faye? Which Faye do you mean? There's more than one? Id? The one you call Faye is asleep. Sleeping. When I am awake, he sleeps. That is why he has no memory of what I do. Why does he not know? It's obvious. He is my subordinate. He cannot peer into my memories. He should not, in actuality, even exist. That man forcibly created his personality. Faye is a tenant in the room of cowardice. That man? Our father, Khan. He sealed up my personality in the deepest recesses of my consciousness. Through some inexplicable reason, that is when the present Faye was born. When you said cowardice, what did you mean? Why ask about him? You think you can do something? It is rare to be able to talk to a real schizophrenic. That's not what schizophrenia is. As a scholar, I am extremely intrigued. With friends like you, eh, Doctor? I like you, Citan, but he is insignificant. After all, he is just a failure. A coward like him does not deserve to be Faye's existence. A pathetic one who has always fled from reality. He never did one thing against me when I control him. A coward who refused to live. He should have been erased, but he continues to exist. Why won't he disappear? Ugh. Damn it makes my skin crawl just being in the same body as him. Let us change the subject. I would like to know how and why your personalities were split. Since you are the one in control, I would assume you know the story. Normally, personalities do not split as they did with you, unless there was some sort of past trauma. You want me to talk about my memories? Don't misunderstand. I haven't given you the right to question me. Just because I'm held down by this machine, don't push your luck. If I really wanted to, I could break the restraints and crush you. Don't you forget it. Then why not do it? Shall I tell you why? You do not have complete control over Faye, do you? Your control of him is incomplete. To break those bonds would require a tremendous amount of mental energy. Having used up your energy, Faye would return again. Basically, you would have to leave the stage. Obviously, the day you would be able to return is indeterminate. Hence, you will not do it. Am I mistaken? So you know me too well. I don't have complete... What is wrong, Id? You forced me on stage. He's waking. Under normal circumstances, I would have been able to hold on. But I can't. This is all that woman's fault. Her existence makes Faye resistant. You mean Ellie? That woman the same. Everyone must eliminate. I do not understand. I do not understand, Id. You don't need to understand, but when the time comes, just take it as it comes. Reality and death. I'll eventually get to you. Be seeing ya. The emotional portion of Faye's present personality was sealed up by his father through some method, and now with the cleared foundation of Id's personality, in computer terms, it's like constructing a mock personality on top of the compatible portion of the OS. That is the reason Faye has no memory of his past. Those 10 or so years of memories are under the supervision of Id. As long as Id does not willingly hand over the memories, there's no way for Faye to know since he did not even exist before the time Id was sealed up. The present Faye's personality is an underdeveloped one, which was built upon within the 3 years of living in Lahan, studying and acquiring other people's reactions. Hence, he doesn't know how to fully cope with sudden or emotional situations. Ellie, you were the one who has spent the most time with Faye, so I would assume you would understand this. Were there not times when he would be psychologically unstable? For example, he would be manically depressive and then suddenly fits of rage. Yes. Then his present personality is but only a temporary one? That is not what I am saying. The present Fae is one single personality. It's just that structure-wise, his personality was constructed on top of id's, hence placing Fae at a lower hierarchy. That is why when id is active, Fae has no recollection of it. Then that means he might eventually be overtaken by id? Yes, if it were only id and Fae, but that does not seem to be the case. Id only manifests when Fae's mental energy is in a weakened state. It is a mystery in itself that the lower-level personality of Fae has any control over the upper-level personality of id. It is obvious that there exists a third personality. Id calls this existence the coward. In my observation, this coward may be the fundamental personality of Fae. In other words, id's manifestation is not controlled by Fae, but is controlled by the personality known as the coward. And that means what? At the same time id resents this coward, he also obviously fears it. From a certain point of view, this coward is the one assisting in keeping the present Fae in control. I do not know the reason why this third personality, Fae's fundamental personality, does not come out. If this one awakens, it will become one with id. In other words, there is a possibility that the complete original personality may be restored. Is that for sure? Probably, but I don't know how to awaken it. The question is, why does his appearance change? Video game! Probably, but I do not know how to awaken it. Before I had the opportunity, it disappeared, and he has been like that since. Basically, as long as nothing happens to Fae that would challenge his existence, Fae can be himself. But his surroundings do not allow him that opportunity. It would be best for him to live in a place that is peaceful. That is Lacan. No, the Dark One Graf's second advent. We must restrain and seal him up, otherwise we don't know what may occur. Cease this at once. May we at least wait for Wiseman to return before we make any resolutions? Although a tactician, why do you place so much importance on him? I've been silent all this time since Khan's death, since he was directly recruited by the Queen. However, I question why you would use such a person whose principles lack any understanding of sacrifice. Well, that is... You must look at reality, the existence of that power. Hold on. What's this Graf's second advent? The day of the collapse was brought upon by Graf. Graf manipulated Diabolos into destroying this world. And that power within id is far too similar to Graf's. We cannot allow such a hazard to be set free. We ought to immediately freeze him in carbonite. Otherwise, expect the worst at any moment. No, but isn't the present Fae the real Fae? If that's the case, then why? He's still far too dangerous. Think about it. He single-handedly annihilated the Solaris capital. We can't set him free. Not only that, in the past there were countless other cities that were destroyed by id. I don't know their intentions, but Graf and Krelian were always involved somehow, and one of those incidents was Elru. It was Dominia's homeland. Solaris' purging of the rebelling city of Elru was done through the use of id to test his capabilities. As a result, not only was Elru taken down, all the Solaris units present were wiped out. He's responsible for the Yigs and our... So he was the one who killed my subordinates in the sewers? What's wrong with you all? Aren't we supposed to be his friends? It appears everyone else is in agreement. The risks are just too great. Sighton? No, that is terrible. It's decided then. It will be scheduled for carbon freezing tomorrow. Problem. I heard about it from Doc. Id? Who would have ever thought within me lies another me? But you're the same Fae I've always known. You return to your old self. Please don't be obsessed with it. They say I'm the second advent of Graf? The one who destroyed all of this world? Seems Graf used to be a land dweller named Lacan. They're not thinking about what they're saying. They're just confused by your powers. Graf called me the one who would destroy God. In a way, I can understand what he means now. Though my id power isn't good enough if it has the same quality as Graf's. Let's escape. If Graf or the war brings out id, let's go to a place where no wars exist. If you did that, you'd be... That's alright. I don't have a place to go back either. Thanks, Ellie, but no. Even if I left the battlefield, there's no guarantee that it'll never appear again. Besides, I tried to kill you. You're still okay with that? Then you could have killed me if you really wanted to, right? The other you, id's power, is nothing like that, but you still didn't go through with it. You knew when it was enough. Isn't that because your will was in effect? If you're to be controlled by id and all those around you become your enemies, I'd still be by your side, because I know it's lonely to be by yourself. Hi, Ellie. Or are you Sophia? I'll open it now. Let's go, Faye. Ellie. I thought it was about time for you to come. Hi, Satan. It's no use trying to stop me, even if it is you. If you get in my way, I have no choice but to... There's no way for a lady to speak. I just came here to see you off. I refueled Weltall. You're ready to go anytime. Satan. But, Ellie, you cannot use your gear while it is under repairs. What? Then what am I... You know that Omni gear? What if you borrow it? No way. I can't take Shavat's property without permission. Ellie is the only appropriate person for the gear. Nobody else can operate it. No. Never. I won't ride it. Ever. Ellie, what's wrong? I'm so scared. That's why. I'll never want to do it. This is a problem. How about if I ride with you? Everyone? Sorry, Faye. I'm sorry. Sorry. No, thanks, everyone. Now, I know you hate to leave, but we should get going before dawn. I did some work on the radar, so it should work fine. It should be fine! They have left. Faye, where? They went far away. I go. Oh, you guys are still around. Kane making a ridiculous setup with Hyuga. He certainly has his deficiencies compared to our digitized existence, which permits us to use a higher level of logical thinking. He is restricted by his human form. Regardless, with just one machine, he annihilated a Trenank. His powers must not be underestimated. We're already short of time. The key. Use the key. Even you are beginning to feel the pressure. Krellian, what is Kane's situation? The usual life extension treatment. He'll hold out for a little longer. Does that mean we may not make it in time? I wouldn't know. You spoke of using the key. Can you be sure he can be eliminated? That we do not know. You know who he is. If he is the contact, there is a possibility he may not transmigrate. It's an organism composed of multiple generations. It's a matter of probability. That does not mean we can just remain idle. Yes, at this rate, we are bound to make the same mistake, but we can't fail a second time. Well, don't worry. I've sent Ramses to deal with him. What can a failure like him do? He couldn't even defend a Trinink. What can you expect from trash like him? Even if he has the anima relic? The relic? The relic we recovered before has been aligned with his gear. There shouldn't be any problem now. He should be able to use his full power. You're going to take the task yourself? Although he transmigrated, wasn't he once one of you? I don't understand you. I've thrown away all feelings or human emotion. All I need is her. But isn't that also an emotion? Of course. Is that a blunder? You are irritating. Do you wish to cease your existence? Fine, we shall leave it at that. Hi, Ramses. Eliam? Yes, this is the place. I want you to bring her here. She's an important woman to me. Don't be ridiculous. Why do I have to listen to you? If you need her, go get her yourself. You're quite right. But can you say the same thing after looking at this? This is... Your gear and the anima relic have been aligned. This is the Omni gear. Now, she is with Faye now. What? Losing those battles against Faye again and again? I believe it's because of the difference in the performance of the gears. I think you'll be able to use 100% of its abilities. So how about it? However, if you still fail with this, you are truly trash. Ramses, will you go? Car, are you going? Yes, I must get rid of him with my own hands. Be careful. I believe in you no matter what others say. Faye, what a loathsome name. I worked my way up on my own, but he ruined it again. That signal. It's him. I'm not trash. I'm not worthless. What kind of gear is that? Omni gear, and according to the readings, it's clearly different from the one Bart's using or the one in Shivat. You think it's the perfect gear? Perfect gear? Remember what Satan said? He said that the Omni gears are controlled by mental waves. The power, the potential varies depending on the rate of synchronism. The numbers indicate complete synchronization. We don't know if Hammer died. Slow, too slow. Elliot, you're catching up with us. Your performance is sad. I knew you'd be there. Ramses? Turn Lieutenant Ilium over to me, Faye. What? Why do we have to turn Ellie over to you? Oh, I get it. It's Krellian's idea, isn't it? I don't think so. You can't expect me to comply. I can take her by force if you wish, but then don't ever expect to be able to hold her in your arms ever again. Faye? Don't worry, I'll protect you. Impressive words. Faye, I intend to take everything away from you. I thought we'd be on disc 2 by now. Well, I guess we do this first. This is your final warning. Hand over Lieutenant Ilium now. I refuse. You sure you want to refuse me? It'll be too late for you to change your mind later. Stop your stupid boasting. I'll have to show you if I'm boasting or not. No holding back. No holds barred. Come on, what poor form? What's wrong, Faye? In the presence of my vendetta, your Weltall is only an infant. The undeniable difference in power. Man, are you watching this? This rate, with this power, I can defeat him. Yeah, he's cracked. Ramses, listen, I surrender, so please stop attacking us this instant. What are you saying? If you do that, it is me he wants. I can't just drag you into danger over me. Ah! Stop attacking, Ramses. If I'm what you want, then just take me. Win! I can win! I'm not the worthless one! Ramses, can't you hear us? He's lost himself in the overwhelming power of that gear of his. Faye, we better run. It's over for you, Faye Fong Wong. When did you learn his full name? Ramses, you need less drugs? Yeah, probably. And so that's how Faye and Ellie die. I am not the worthless one. I took out the lieutenant. Shit. Forgot my orders. Oh well, to hell with Krellian's orders. Damn, the bleeding won't stop. If things don't change at this rate, Ellie's not gonna make it. Ellie, hang in there. Ellie, I'll save you. I promise. Ellie! Hi, Graf. Or should I say Lacan? Yeah, let's save. Insert disc 2. I wonder if it'll autoplay or if, much like when we were doing Dragoon, I'll have to reset it. Oh, wait, there we go. I need to make sure that we can stop for a break here. Dreaming. I was dreaming. Perhaps it may have been but a long forgotten memory. A dream, a memory. Things remembered when one is asleep. Things forgotten when one is awake. Where the deepest layers of memories become the outmost layers of one's dreams. Which are reality, which are illusions one cannot tell until one awakes. Or perhaps they are, at the same time, both truth and fiction. A vast nebulous with no boundaries, an emptiness equivalent to my own existence. I dreamt such a dream, a long, never-ending dream. Alright, we're going to actually pause right here. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. So, things are bad? Lacan? Lacan, what is wrong? Lacan? In that dream, I was called Lacan. I was an artist. I had become recognized as a talented artist and now was painting the portrait of the Nissan mother, Sophia. Huh, no, nothing. Let us finish for today. You look rather tired. Are you all right? I am fine, thank you. But now that you mention it, shall we stop for the day? You must be the one who is tired, Mother Sophia. Enough of that now. When it is just the two of us, you can stop calling me that. Just call me Ellie, as you used to do in the old days. You don't have to be so stiff and formal. Alright, very well. No, I mean, yes, let's do that, Ellie. Why Ellie? Sophia? Ellie. What? Ellie. It was a time when she went by such a name, a time when we had met up with one another, a time when nothing mattered between us. It was better that way, just two people together. It was better to have left it that way. So anyway, welcome to Disc 2 of Xenogears. A lot of it's going to be like this. I think I might go back home, only for a week or so. Oh, really? What is the matter? I ran out of paint, so I need to go make some more. You're going all that way just to do that. If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments. Oh. Then how about I have one of my followers, the Cahal, take you in one of our gears? You'll arrive quicker and you'll be much more safe. I lied. I wasn't out of paint. I just feared I would finish the portrait. I wanted to keep on painting. Forever. So I wanted to buy time. She'd probably despise me for that. No, she'd probably just give me her usual smile. She was that kind of woman. Dreams. A life of a man named Lacan and the lives of countless other men, all but dreams. Now that I am awake, those countless numbers of long, heart-rending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all. In those dreams I loved one woman, no matter the day, no matter the era. That did not change, nor did her name. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now what I have to do. That long, long memory of a dream. Perhaps it was the memory of my soul. Hey, and now we've got Ellie. A dream. I was dreaming a dream, or perhaps it was a memory from a distant past. A dream, a memory. Those words I was unable to convey that day, that time. Those thoughts I was unable to carry out. Words and thoughts, the connections between the two. Without words, thoughts cannot be conveyed. Without thoughts, there are no words. They are both as vital as each other. They can never be divided, like the wings of angels, like a man and a woman. An unchangeable destiny, feelings one wishes one could change, meeting with the person who would change me, and watching myself change. I dreamt such a dream. A long, never-ending dream. Now you're wishing Ramses would share his drugs with you so that you could get through the narrativizing? Look, let's talk real quick about Disc 2 of Xenogears. Here's what happened. They ran out of money. What's going to happen now is going to be a lot of narration, of tell, don't show. There's going to be a lot less dungeon crawling and fighting. But there will be dungeon crawling and fighting eventually. we have some moments. But yeah, basically, they were running long, they were over budget, and they were told either finish it or we're trashing it, the entire thing. And so then they decided, oh, we can do it by just removing a whole bunch of stuff. Lacan, what is wrong? Lacan? In that dream, I was called Sophia, Mother Sophia, a symbolic name, crowned upon the person who would be the people's hope. A name I was destined to have, whether I wanted it or not. No, it is nothing. Didn't we literally just watch this from the other angle? Let us finish for today. You look rather tired. Are you alright? I am fine, thank you, but now that you mention it... Shall we stop for the day? You must be the one who is tired, Mother Sophia. Enough of that now. It's just the two of us. Would you stop calling me that? Just call me Ellie, as you used to do in the old days. You don't have to be so stiff and formal. Alright, very well. No, I mean, yes, let's do that, Ellie. Elian. I've always liked that name because when I first met him, that is what he called me. That is my true name. I think I might go back home, only for a week or so. Oh, really? What is the matter? I ran out of paint, so I need to go make some more. You're going all that way just to do that. If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments. Oh. Then how about I have one of my followers, the Kahal, take you in one of our gears? You'll arrive quicker and you'll be much more safe. I wonder when it started, that he started refusing me. The walls between us, our positions, our circumstances. He refused to recognize these. No, maybe it was me. Therefore, I didn't want them. I wanted the two of us to be ourselves. That is what I wished for. So I had him paint me the way I really am. Like one of his French girls? Dreams, the life of a woman named Sophia, and the lives of countless other women, all but dreams. Now that I am awake, those countless numbers of long, heart-rending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all. In those dreams, I loved one man, no matter the day, no matter the era. That did not change. Only his name. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now what I have to do. That long, long memory of a dream that perhaps was the memory of my soul. So, yeah. Hey, look, it's Naked Faye. Mysterious old man, huh? He's finally awake. Nope. I'm healed. You've been sleeping in this nanoreactor for 3 weeks. Nanoreactor? Who are you? Me? I forgot my name. Some people call me Tora? You seem to have recovered completely. Those were terrible wounds, but maybe your youth and strength helped. But your friend's wounds are more serious. It may take a while longer. My friend? Ellie! Ellie! Hey, quit staring at the naked girl. Come over here. Ellie? Anyway. Satan! Faye! Doc? I heard from Tora and hurried right over here. Boy, was that lucky. You were fortunate to have come down near Tora's research facility. Ugh, this is no research facility. It is a man's hideaway. Citan told me about you. I was shocked to see a couple lying down with blood all over them. A couple? At any rate, you had a narrow escape. Faye, make sure you thank Tora. Tora, thank you very much for helping Ellie. Both Ellie and I were hurt so badly. What is that machine? It's called a nanoreactor. It's a device that can rebuild substances at the molecular level. Not only can it just heal humans, but theoretically it should also be able to create many substances. Is that the same thing as the guy in Solaris? I mean, is that the same thing as Krellian is studying? Yes, that's right. I was the one who taught nanotechnology to him. You did? We shouldn't waste time talking about such an unimportant subject. Looks like her treatment is done. Oh, you don't need to come. Just wait here. Faye. Ellie. Faye? Ahem. Now, why don't you two get some fresh air outside? Not to ease the shock of the change. I knew it was you. Faye? When you came in the room just then, I was afraid you may have forgotten about me and everything else. What do you mean? I mean, because, Ellie, you seemed a little different than before. Has my face changed? No, that's not it. It's more like... I mean, your atmosphere, your impression is different. Just a little. But I felt something familiar. Felt the same way when I met you for the first time. Some peculiar feeling like we've met before somewhere. Faye. Yes? I don't remember much what happened after we were shot down. It's better that way. But I heard someone calling my name. I felt I was covered with something very warm. I remember that clearly. Thank you, Faye. Ellie. Faye? Hey, it's almost time for you to come back. There's something important we need to talk to you about. Alright, we're coming. Well, Ellie, shall we go see what's up? Sure! Alright, what's outside Tora's house? Nothing. Water pump? Okay, how do I get into this place? Oh, there's the door. Alright, as always, let's save. Hey, I guess since Solaris has been destroyed, that these aren't being downloaded anymore. How do you feel now? The fresh forest air should have refreshed you somewhat, huh? Anyway, it's about the removal of the seal. I found out it can be released by using the nanotechnology that regenerated you two. The nano-assemblers are enclosed in this pod. If only we could scatter them all over the world. There's an ancient military installation nearby. We might be able to use the mass driver located there to launch this pod into the upper atmosphere. Once the nano-assemblers are released up there, the convection current should spread them all over the world. I wish I could go do it, but I'm getting much too old for this type of thing. Then again, it's for your future. An old man should not butt in. You young ones must do it for yourselves. Here. And of course, I'm not asking you to do it for free. Try this wristband on. What is that? This is an emotion control device in which nanotech is applied. From this machine shaped as a wristband, nanomachines are infused through your epidermis into your brain. From there, they refine the SSRI, intercerebral substances such as serotonin, that control emotions. What? It's rather difficult for you to understand. But in short, it means that the manifestations of your second personality, id, can be suppressed. Id. Faye? Well, it's all theoretical, though. Oh, and I did one more thing as well. I installed the same control device in your gear. You mean it can release it at will? Yeah, it's called System Id. But of course, it should not be overused. Use it only as a last resort. Ellie, Doc, Faye, there was nothing you could do. It will never happen again with Taurus technology, though. He's one of the 3 Shavat sages. Okay, so he's Gaspar? Whether you believe it or not, it's up to you. Oh, it sounds like we have a guest. Shavat emissary. Faye, we've got problems. Today, a peace settlement between Ave and Kislev is being held at Shavat, but Solaris' mobile weapons are approaching Shavat as we speak. Please help us. It has nothing to do with this young man. Tora? You're getting on my nerves for being so selfish. Satan told me about you. You showed up after finding out that id is now controllable. Aren't you ashamed? You haven't changed since then. You only care about yourselves. Faye, you don't need to listen to these guys who once tried to kill you. But please go. I'll go to the mass driver. Ellie? No matter what happened before, Shavat needs your help now. Although you may be saving some selfish people, there's still the world and its countries with many more innocent people. Please don't forget that. Bart and his people are fighting to protect those same lives, aren't they? So please go help them. Are you sure? What about you? Don't worry about me. I'll manage somehow. But all by yourself? I will accompany Ellie. You do not need to worry. I've brought along my own Omni gear. Your own Omni gear? Yeah, my Omni gear. Fenrir. It's the same one I brought from Solaris. I left it with Gaspar in case of emergencies. Doc, alright. Please take care of her for me. Ellie, be careful. I will. We are truly grateful for your kindness, Faye. Suit yourselves. Ignis, right? Yes, the goal of the enemy is to destroy the cities in Ignis. They've already destroyed half of Bledavik and will probably reach Nisan in about 4 hours. Shavat will try to drive them back with all the power it has. 4 hours. That's cutting it close. No need to worry. Balthasar and I fixed your gear with the nanomachines. It's much more powerful than it ever was before. Why, you should get there in half the time. Is Old Man Bal here? Emeralda is here as well. Well, tall 2. This is incredible. We meet again. The host of the spirit of the Slayer of God. I didn't think I would ever work on it again. But why are you both helping me? There are some things you just can't explain with the word. You're just going to have to see it with your own eyes. Faye? Going? Yeah, I'd better hurry. Hey, where are you going? Faye, please hurry. Alright. All right. Are you sure you want to go through with this? You wanted to live quietly away from the battlefield, did you not? I noticed myself running away from reality. At first, I thought my situation was similar to his. Thought Faye would understand my feelings. I didn't know if my love for him was real. I might have been desperate after losing my mother and father. Ellie? Despite all that, I may still love him. That's why I want to see what Faye can do and what I can do. I want us to be apart and thinking about ourselves again. I want to see how I really feel. You've changed a lot, Ellie. What happened to you in the past 3 weeks? Really? I don't think I've changed. Yes, you have. I should say you have matured, like a mother. Excuse me, I'm only 18. Nowhere near the age of being your mother. Sorry, you gave me that impression, that's all. Anyway, Slayton, I'm going now. Alright, I will follow you as soon as I finish off here. I go too. What? I go. Emeralda, I can't take anyone else along with me for something like this. I'll be fine on my own. If Ellie go, I go too. Emeralda go have to go with you. Emeralda? No, Emeralda go too. Why not let her go? I'm sure Solaris has a hunch about the limiter. They may interfere, so you may feel uneasy going it alone. I think Emeralda is cut out for this job. Besides, she's going to go no matter what. Take care of her until I can join you, please. Okay, you in. Let's help each other, alright? I can do it alone. You just watch. Ah, Emeralda. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hey, Graf. I thought so. So you were the one who brought Faye and his girl to me. I realized it the minute I saw the two of them. Why? How could I help but notice? They looked like the spitting image of you and her. Just as you yourselves looked way back then. Right, Lacan? What do you mean he's still alive? Yes. Ridiculous. Didn't Ramses shoot him down? She was also on the gear that Ramses shot down. I won't have her die. But there is already a mother, although she may be the anti-type as long as the current mother exists. As far as I see it, that is not complete. Quite picky, aren't you? Didn't you say you threw away all human emotion? I don't care what you think. Anyway, as far as he is concerned, I will put Ramses onto him. Any objections? Where is he presently? Entranank is destroyed, but part of the memory cube is still active. We should still be able to locate individuals. Wait a moment. He has left the crash site and is heading towards Ignis. I see, so he has left the area. That means it is only a matter of time before the seal is broken. Did you say something? It's nothing. Just sit there and wait for the good news. What about retrieving the girl? The key is already beginning to resonate. The time of the resurrection is near. We can get the girl anytime. It doesn't have to be now. Let's take our time. On my way to Ignis, I re-encountered him, Karan Ramses. Ramses once again stood in my way in his Omni-Gear vendetta. It was an unavoidable battle. I released the new function that was added to my Mark II gear, System ID. Nice. Nearly 5,000 damage. How much health does this dumbass have? Amass power to attack, huh? Oh gosh, Ramses. I'm so glad you got your ass completely kicked. Anyway, absolute confidence was shattered, leaving only his cry of disbelief and resentment. Ramses' machine disappeared into a sea of foliage. Why was he so fixated on me? I know not why, but he did say this. If only you didn't exist. In order to disperse the nanomachines, Emeralda and I headed for one of the ruins of the Ziboim civilization, the mass driver facility. Fortunately, the facility was still active, which allowed us to proceed on to the central control room with little difficulty. Along the way, we saw various missiles and giant rockets that were created during the Ziboim era. They stood like tombstones of that ancient civilization. It was a graveyard for a race of people who destroyed each other over pride and arrogance. Once arriving at the central control room, we met up with Citan, who helped us activate the mass driver. We succeeded in launching the capsule containing the nanomachines, which would release the seal limiter. So the whole idea here is that they're using nanomachines into the atmosphere to release all of the land dwellers' limiters. To remove Solarians' advantages over them. Nanomachines that were scattered into the upper atmosphere began to multiply and spread throughout the whole of the world. The nanomachines glittered in the sunlight, flowing like a large river in the sky. That glitter would remove the bonds restraining everyone. It was to be our light of hope for regaining back our true freedom. Solaris' mobile surface supremacy weapon invaded the area with great force. Shivat Nissan's standard gear battalions were no match against it. It was only a matter of time before the Solaris mobile weapon arrived in Nissan. After we pushed back the Solarian gear units, we headed for Nortune, to the Kislev capital's administration district. We went there to obtain our one and only means of standing up against the mobile weapon. Who wants to save? So, like, this is how this entire disc is gonna go, basically, until we're at the end game. I don't remember if I actually just saved or not. Sure. I think we can do this segment and then get to the next save point, and then we'll probably call it. The Kislev capital's Nortune Central Administrative District itself was a secret battleship constructed by Bart's ancestor Rani Fatima after the Great War of Solaris many hundreds of years ago. The existence of the secret battleship remained hidden. Later, the ship was turned into a section of the Kislev Imperial capital during the founding of the Empire. Uncovering this truth from some ancient records, Bart activated the secret battleship in order to fight against the Solarian mobile surface supremacy weapon. The sand cruiser Yggdrasil was actually the center of the command and also the main secret weapon of the craft. Awakening from 500 years of dormancy, its true form appeared before us. Commanded by its new master, the secret battleship stood before the mobile weapon with all of us inside of it. Here we go. It's not just a secret battleship, it's a secret transformer. Super dimensional gear. Yggdrasil 4. Alright, transformation complete. Come on, monster, let's go. Oh god, the flashing of this thing. 8-foot hurricane. Booster. Dang. Yggdrasil cannon! Just because it'll be fun. Fight over. Hey, Bart leveled up. Isn't that fun? The Solaris mobile weapon was destroyed, which brought a sigh of relief to the continent of Ignis. Peace was signed, and after some 500 years of division, the land of Ignis once again became united. Excitement spread throughout Ave, Nisan, Kislev, Shavat. The sky shimmered as if to celebrate. By the hands of Eli, Satan, Torah, and Emeralda, the nanomachines had been dispersed into the atmosphere. That was when disaster struck. Our songs of victory were replaced by the sounds of total pandemonium. At the beginning, we had no idea what had transpired. We witnessed inexplicable phenomena. People from all parts of the globe began to mutate into abnormal forms. It seemed to be triggered when the nanomachines removed the limiter seal that was placed on humankind by Krellian in the past. The human form, with its innate abilities, released. That's when I remembered what Hammer had said back in Solaris. His words were, "What becomes of the normal humans?" So they are naturally germinating because the resurrection of God is near. Those who will become the body of our servant. I never knew so many would exist, even without using the key. But some of them still have not yet begun to germinate. Are they not destined to be the flesh of God? Or perhaps those are the enemies of God? Let us reactivate the strategic points of the Soylent. At any rate, they are just incomplete mutants. They are useless now in their half-finished form. God's apostles. There cannot be any harm in having too many of them. These people might be stupid. Hey, Krellian. Hi, Miang. The chains that restrained humankind have been removed because of you. But that doesn't mean there is anything wrong with our plan. Everything is still under control. In the event of the explosion in the capital of Solaris earlier, I had set up a nanomachine virus to diffuse into the atmosphere. I knew they were eventually going to break the seal, but the timing was a little close for comfort. The current mutations of humans are an initial response to the virus. Once the virus we spread over the world germinates inside the humans, they are no longer the same. They change into a controllable form. We need humans that do not depend on the key's invocation in order to awaken. In other words, a being to take the place of the original body of God. It's like a Trojan horse released at the time of the assimilation with God. A literal virus, but isn't it different from what they intended? Of course. We can't let them have it their way. The Ark of God is mine. Either way is fine by me. I will just side with whichever is more certain one anyway. The Soylent System, a group of facilities formerly created by Solaris. These facilities existed all over the Earth. It is said that originally these were used for biological experiments and brainwashing. The people who mutated into what were called wells, or the true form of humans, gathered at these facilities. Some of the humans turned wells were attacking healthy humans and devouring their flesh and blood. That is because healthy human flesh and blood eased the pain of their sudden molecular changes and let them live longer. Their lives were so short. Soon after, severely mutated beings started to seek the flesh and blood of the less mutated beings. The Soylent System divides and merges those mutated bodies on a molecular level. A set of facilities that recreate a more perfect single life form to be used as a weapon. We're gonna build God out of corpses, yo! This was the truth behind the Gazelle Ministry's M plan. M for meat? Kinda looks like the Emperor, eh? Like in the face. Go to those facilities and you will be freed from unbearable agony. So people gathered, seeking a fulfillment of this promise. There is salvation there. The news spread, although no one actually uttered it. Their mutated probably told people to gather there. We went there to destroy the Soylent system. Oh, really? Did we? There, humans fought amongst themselves greedily for limited pardons to live. It was an ugly battle to keep on living, or so it may have seemed to the casual passerby. But to me, they were desperately trying to live. It was each person's natural human form. There were the haves and the have-nots, and among them were some of my former friends from Solaris. They wanted our flesh and blood, they told us. The haves should share with the have-nots. They asked if a have, such as myself, could understand their pain. I couldn't answer. No matter what I said, it would have sounded like a conceited have speaking. Even so, I wanted to relieve their anguish, and I decided to do so. Just like the person in the memory of my dreams in the distant past. Then suddenly, the system went out of control. The Cephal mass, a monstrous organism still in the process of amalgamation, broke through the barrier of the life support facilities and stood before us. No longer of human form, which was once human, began eating the people gathered there seeking relief. We had to fight it in order to save the people and in order to save him. The eyes of that which was once human looked at me, pleading for death to take away the agony. Open menu? Who's our party? I mean, this is a good enough party. You know, though, I think what we're gonna do is finally bring in Emeralda. Because we have to see what Emeralda looks like. We haven't used her at all. Menu. I think where his orders will be. Let's fight this thing. I think what I have to do... Alright, she has all of these. Yes. Okay. So, oh, I did the same one again. I meant to do square triangle. Oh well. Leg cutter. Nice. HP drain. So glad this thing does, like, no damage. Wave cutter? Combo! Get him. Now we just gotta kill the little one. My game guide explicitly told me don't kill all of them before you kill the big one. Okay, so let's see. We can do Hammerhead, Divider, Flying Arm. Emeralda. Leveled up. Yes. Citan, please lend me your sword. Cutscene. Aw, she's gonna give it some blood. Since it eases their pain.
I'm sorry. I guess I couldn't help you after all. All I can do for you now is ease your wounds.
Please listen to me. Stop fighting amongst yourselves. We are all humans. This facility was built by the Solaris Ministry. It was created to implement their no-waste plan. Such facilities are to convert mutated humans into weapons that serve as tools for their ambitions. Just one part of their overall plan of racial purification. Of course, once you enter their umbrella of protection, you can avoid absolute death. But is that human life? Even if you were the only one left, if you are devoid of a heart, what does it all mean? All of you want to be loved, needed by someone, so we look to others. By ourselves, we are lonely, so we try to draw close together to live. That's what it means to be human. That's how people live. A single hand cannot clap. To relieve your pain, I'll give you however much of my flesh you need. Therefore, don't throw away your dignity as humans. Don't let go of your human heart. Ellie, are you okay? What are you doing? You think I'm doing something foolish? No. I only did what I could. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. The well-to-do have. Maybe it's only pity for the have-nots. But if I can know the joy of giving out a little of the life within me, then maybe someday it may just be possible that one human can truly give love to another. People can do it. I truly believe they can. That's why. Ellie. After that, we went from place to place, destroying all the Soylent System facilities located on the surface of the Earth, and freed the people held at each of the locations. All the people that had been mutated were taken in by Nissan, where they received treatment. Those who had mutated only mildly were treated with Toro's nanomachines, which reconstructed and revived them. They were able to return back to their normal bodies. Unfortunately, there were some that had such accelerated symptoms that their treatment was not as promising. Trying to bring them back to a form that resembled a human was the best that could be done. However, mysteriously, they no longer fought each other for survival as they did when they were held by the Soylent System. Of course, their recovery from the physical pain of their mutation may have played a factor, but it wasn't only that. The majority of the people received by Nissan were those that had been admonished by Ellie and had regained their humanity. Between her work in destroying the Soylent System facilities, Ellie also went around and nursed the people in Nissan. She aided the bodies of the mutated and lent an ear to those who had no other place to go for help. She was the very image of the woman who created Nissan, Mother Sophia. It became rumored that Ellie was a reincarnation or a second advent of Sophia. Go to Nissan and you will receive salvation. The news seemed to spread further about, and people came from all over to be saved, both physically and spiritually. Free from the supervision of Solaris, the surface dwellers began to unite in one place. The germinating of those destined to be the body of the servant of God. As before, the humans are gathering in Nissan at this rate. Not to fear, this might actually be helpful for us. The time is near. Should we not prepare for those who are to become the fleshy body of God and those who will awaken God? The time has come to activate the Gatia key. The Gashia key? The Gotcha key. What? Kane? What more do you intend to do? I cannot allow you to use the key. Kane, what are you doing? Without the resurrection of God, our purpose cannot be fulfilled. Or are you planning on perishing with God, Kane, without fulfilling our purpose? Your purpose? You were fated to it from your birth. Why haven't you realized that it does not arise from your own free will? I've heard enough. Yes, this is of our own volition. You still insist on opposing us. Have you forgotten? You are my subordinates. I can destroy you if I so desire. We have already done our part. It is time to pass the helm to the next generation. The people will not perish. Although the initial impact of being released from the limiter seal caused some momentary chaos, everything slowly began to settle down. We then began to search for the anima relics, the catalyst to transform gears into omni-gears. In the past, 10 relics have been recovered. It is said that about half of those are in the hands of the Ministry. According to Zephyr, there should be several more relics hidden in the land. We knew then that Solaris would most certainly be searching for them. There was no way we could allow Solaris to have them. We visited the place where, using archaic records, Zephyr and her people had been able to get clues on the whereabouts of the relics. Following the information we obtained from there, we headed towards the ruins of what seemed to be an ancient civilization. Save? Alright, where's the save point? There's the save point. I'm not the enemy! My family's been merchants for generations, and we got our own ways to fight. And this is my battle. Want to buy something? I even service gears. I think I'd rather have the fuel. And I like having ether armor. Fascinating story, no shade, but each of these beats would have felt so good to accomplish through gameplay. Yeah. 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 Oh, wow. Uh, all right, so we're gonna stop here because it's 11 p.m. And we're at a save point before a dungeon. If I remember correctly, all of the dungeons in this part of the game are also actually short until you get to the like side quest bonus ones, of which there are only 2. And one of them might also be incredibly short. It's just a great place to grind for levels. Can't remember. This game is, fascinating in a lot of ways at this point because they were trying so hard and it just got away from them. There's so much going on. Anyway. So next stream will be Tuesday night, where we'll go through the first of the anima dungeons. Then we go to Anima Dungeon 2. Yeah, there's the final dungeon. The final confrontation. And then side quests. Probably never going to do that. But probably do that. We're actually, like, I remember this disc being long, but I wonder how much of that is just the fact that there's so much reading to do with it. Because there's a lot. There's a lot. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. You all take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you next time.